Hey y'all. Thank you for uh clicking to hear my message. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today is April 8th, 2026, and it is 6:21 p.m. right now. I just got in from work and I am intending to tap into this energy that I've been feeling all day, that I've been getting hit with pretty much all day. It's like an energy of anger. It's like an energy of, I just heard the word warfare. Also, as I was getting ready and like in my mind, setting the intention to tap into this energy for this reading, it was coming through to me that I have to be aware that with war going on for real, like in the physical world, there's a war going on in the spiritual world. And I heard Avengers are at work. My Avengers are at work, um, at war. Um, those of light energy, those of goodness. I don't know. It's like there's a war going on, and um, vengeance is occurring. It's like there's something going on. And I'll tell you, I've had an interesting day energetically. At work, I was feeling the energy of chaos. So it's like the number five, which came up in my reading from last night. Um, so there's change, because that's change, but it's change happening through fire energy. So Sagittarius energy, which makes sense because the moon was in Sagittarius yesterday and it's coming into Capricorn. I just don't think it has settled in yet. It's been taking a long time. Yeah, it's still kind of transitioning. It's still kind of between Sag and Capricorn. It's not fully in Capricorn yet. So that's very interesting. And it's 60% illuminated now. We're going towards the new moon phase. Um, New moon phase is going to be in the sign of Aries. My moon is in Aries. My moon sign is in Aries. And it's going to be on the 17th. So, more fire. So, I must say, I just like, y'all, I almost got into an accident and I felt like it was because of other um, rowdy drivers, specifically one. And it was like I had to honk my horn and stuff. And that had happened right after I had to leave work to come home to pick up a delivery that was for work. And I got here trying to pick it up, and I was trying to park my car in a way where I can get the stuff directly from my porch to my car because it's just the way things are arranged in my parking lot in my apartment complex. I can't. The easiest way to do that is not to park in the parking spot, basically. Like the closest area to park in front of my door is like the emergency parking area. But then the guys was doing lawn work and stuff, but they were parked right across from my apartment. And then I'm trying to like maneuver and park, and other cars are now suddenly having to come out, and so I couldn't do that. So I had to carry these boxes, and it was hot. I was just like getting frustrated and irritated. But to be honest, the energy amped up in that direction after someone specifically has spoken to me. Um, at this point, y'all, I don't know, dude got a demon attached to him or he is a demon. I don't know. And either or, they got it out for me. I don't know. But it did amp up. So then I almost got to the accident heading back to work. It was crazy. These are literally people who were trying to be, they were on something else. It wasn't just no paying attention. Like somebody deliberately was trying to like come at me while driving. And I was just frustrated. I was just angry. And I feel like I have to mention that this morning when I was driving to work, and actually even before I started driving to work, something that popped up in my mind was Kali Ma. Kali Ma being a divine feminine energy of, I hear, feminine rage. And I like the energy of Kali Ma. I like the essence of Kali Ma because it's protective energy, but also, no, let me really break it down. It's not just protective, it's actually vengeance energy. But it is an energy that I think I have been synced with um, regarding my mission and purpose in life. I'm gonna be honest, like a part of the way I've learned about Kali Ma has been through my own experiences with men, and it's really the idea of ego destroying egos, like breaking egos down. So I don't know. I do feel like I have done that a lot with multiple different people, including the one who I just mentioned is like a freak. He's a demon, or he got a strong demon attached to him. And I'm just going with the flow now as I speak. It's like they mad. They mad, of course. They're mad, And let me look up Kalima on the internet right now on my phone. It says Ma Kali, the fierce Hindu goddess of time, change, creation, and destruction, is considered the ultimate all-encompassing form of Shakti. As the Dark Mother, or she who is time, which is interesting because Saturn represents time or governs time, and I have always been real cool with Saturn. It says she represents necessary destruction of ego and illusion for spiritual rebirth, often depicted as a warrior with a severed head, severed. I need to get back to reading. Severed head and sword, standing on Lord Shiva. And so, yeah, I just remember like realizing that she was about breaking motherfuckers' egos, like destroying egos, which can be necessary when it comes to spiritual growth. And I do, y'all. I do feel like she holds up, or no, she has the necklace of multiple heads, which represent to me all the egos that she's destroyed. And I feel like that's been a big part of my journey, to be honest. And so, yeah, it says she is tough love and a protective, benevolent mother to many, particularly in her Dakshina Kali form. Kali transcends good and evil, embodying the raw power of nature, both creative and destructive, as she protects her devotees from evil. Usually portrayed as having a dark blue or black skin color with a terrifying appearance, wearing a garland of skulls, a skirt of arms, and her tongue protruding. And that's crazy, y'all, because even with the tongue protruding, it's like I honestly been feeling like I haven't really been able to stop expressing myself. Like I've had some powerful, passionate expression and like angry, like angry, you know. And I just got off my period, so I know it ain't that. And yeah, standing on a calm Lord Shiva, the imagery signifies that time brings death, but ultimately leads to a new beginning. I feel like it's about the destruction of egos, but it's like a purpose. It's like if you embody that energy, it's like you have a purpose of destroying egos, you know? And I do feel like I have done that now multiple times. And so I don't know if that's if what was going on today was like me getting that energy inside of me, like possessing that energy, or I just feel like it's a lot going on. So I'll be honest, when I was shuffling my cards, I was like, I want to tap into this energy. And that's what I want the reading to be about, to kind of tap into this energy. Because I will say, I feel like it's been a lot of energy directed at me to like inconvenience me, to frustrate me, to trigger me. And, I don't think it's just to bother me, but to ultimately like mess up something I got going on, get in car accidents, stuff like that. And obviously it didn't happen, but I was, bro, feeling this strong fire, anger, energy. So that's what I wanted to tap into um, with my reading here. So that's what we're gonna do. 11 minutes in, yeah. So I was led to use my Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, and the card that came out is the word wants to be written. It's the number 42. 42, I just thought about the movie 42 with um, Chadwick Boseman. Um, he played, what was his name? Jackie 42, the baseball player. Let me see. The movie, because I did just see like a small advertisement of it the other day, but I haven't watched the movie. Um, Jackie Robinson, the first black player in Major League Baseball, Brooklyn Dodgers. Hmm. Well, but 42 as well, I think of the 42 generations that has been spoken on a lot, at least that I would hear in church when they would speak on Christ coming down from 42 through 42 generations. And that kind of aligns more so with what this says in terms of the word wants to be written. And I see these butterflies coming off of this lady's, like out of her third eye. It's like in alignment with the divine. But she's crying. Her makeup is running down her face because she's crying. Mm. It's like this energy. It's like, mm. I want to see how that relates to the rest of the cards, but the word wants to be written. So it's like, I think of the writings on the wall. I remember hearing Beyonce saying that in one of their songs for Destiny's Child. 42. Also, 4 is the number for April, but also for me, so is the number 2. Hmm. The word wants to be written, and so it's like, for me, usually I understand the word as being, um, it lives within, right? It lives within, it's in spirit, and then we take it from within, protrude it to the outward space through paper, speaking, through writing, speaking, singing. It's like something wants to be created, but it's like that communication. I'm almost getting to, like I said, that fiery expression that I haven't been able to hold back. Um, I haven't been able to hold it in. It's like, nah, let that shit out. Like, let that shit out. And when something wants to be written, also feel like that means it's wanting to be heard, it's wanting to be read, it's wanting to be consumed. So however you need to share it, whether it's recording yourself and letting others hear it, whether it's writing it down and letting others read it, whether it's speaking directly to someone and letting them listen to you. It wants to be consumed. Okay, flipping over the first tarot card, I have King of Swords reversed. Interesting. Do we have a character or do we have a lack of communication? I go with character. We have a King of Swords reversed. I must say that there's a person, well, it's the same person that I mentioned earlier who I said either is a demon or has a strong demon attached to him. It was after I barely interacted with him, barely, but I could tell he wanted to interact more, and I didn't, so I kept it short. But after that, and this is not the first time this has occurred, after that, it felt like that nasty, angry energy amped up. And so, yes, I do feel like we have a character here, and there is a reason for the war. There is a reason for um that energy amping up like that. There's a reason for Kali Ma coming into the picture regarding vengeance. Perhaps this person, and I would say a collective of these types uh, of these souls, so-called souls. Um, like even as earlier, I was like, somebody doing something, somebody trying to do something, you know, or the King of Swords is turned upside down, so I'm getting like somebody being removed from their throne as well. Someone of that nature. And this doesn't have to be the person that I'm speaking of, but I feel like if there's multiple of us who relate to this story, then there's multiple of us who have someone or multiple people like this in our lives. This is somebody who has been perched up on a throne and they're getting kicked the fuck off. And this energy is gonna come through again for this reading because I literally, when I was shuffling, I was saying I want to tap into this energy. Where is this coming from? What is going on? Because I'm feeling it, and I do feel like I'm being, or at least energetically, somebody's attempting to harm me, attack me, bother me. Um, yeah, it's like molest me spiritually. Okay, King of Swords reversed, so I'm getting a character. And now I'm getting as well with the word wants to be written, I'm getting the truth wants to come out regarding what this energy is. I'm also getting this kind of like, because King of Swords, that's communication, right? It's communicator, a communicator. So reverse, it's somebody who is not telling the truth. They're not in honest energy. They're not in energy of integrity. And yet the truth wants to be revealed. So if you're being knocked off your throne as a so-called King of Swords, I think the truth is going to come out regardless of whether you want it to or not. Turning over the next card is the Three of Wands reverse. And then the next card after that is the World. There's an ending. There's an ending of this energy. Three of Wands reverse. I'm getting there's no more waiting. There is an ending of this cycle. A cycle that has been trying to be perpetuated by this King of Swords reversed with throwing of negative energy. When I say that, I'm seeing in my mind an image that I saw in a dream a long time ago, not even that long ago, like probably a year ago, maybe even less than a year ago. But it was of this particular person that I've already mentioned earlier who is either a demon or has a strong demon attached to him. Um, he was the image in my dream that I'm speaking of, and his face was behind It was like he was holding up a poster or something, and on the poster of paper it had 18, which for me, I was getting moon, and I was getting, because I know of his nature, he's like literally, he's an avoidant, you know, he hides things. King of Swords reverse style, but it was 18 over 8. And something kept on coming to me, telling me, like recently, that today's 8 for April 8th means something in relation to this 18 over 8, perhaps, because I feel like I've just been getting clued in. And now I'm getting like a message of like, because there was recently the full moon in Libra, which to me is about justice. It's about justice in the form of illumination and revelation of truth, right? Because the full moon is all about illuminating things that are hidden, that have been hidden. And I feel like perhaps some people were trying things under this full moon, and that's not the way it was supposed to be utilized. It was supposed to be utilized of, it's almost basically like the verdict is being read. You have no more arguments or energy allowed or welcomed, you know, to bring forth. This is a time of justice. And with that image in my head of the 18 over 8 in his face, and I do feel like that's relevant because he is a Libra. Um, I feel like there's just truths being revealed, but I get as well, folks are mad. Egos have been broken and bruised and destroyed, and folks are angry and mad. And it is not a light thing. It's not lightweight, but I get 21, the cycle is done. The cycle is done. I get the star reversed. I'm getting like no more time for healing. I get four of cups. I get loser energy, and the hermit reversed. I get lack of wisdom type. Like it's I'm almost getting that with those energies following the world card. I get like this is what it is. Like this is the verdict. You know, it's like somebody getting their verdict, getting their sentencing. Um, you didn't welcome healing. You didn't enter into the light, the energy, the essence of healing. You didn't embrace the goodness. You didn't um, reciprocate um, the love and goodness provided to you. You didn't provide apologies. You didn't provide changed behavior. You continued being in a King of Swords reversed energy. Um, Continued thinking that, or acting like you were Mr. Big Shot or whatever. And I'm just getting with just reading the cards, just left to right, Hermit, Star reversed, Four of Cups upright, the Hermit reversed. I get that this is a terrible energy, and folks are mad. There is no healing. And I told y'all, demon, I don't see the devil out here, but with the Hermit reverse and the Star reverse, it's like, how does that energy get stamped on to you without you already being in that energy? And I feel like just because I'm also referencing my own experience with this type of character, with a character like this, I get a lot of time has passed. Three of Wands reversed, there is no more time that you have. It's almost like so much time wasted. And isn't that interesting? Because I read about Kali Ma and it said that she does have um, rulership in the area of time. I know that in my own experience or example, this person had a lot of time to make things right, to change things around, to initiate as any real king would, to make things better, to, fix what he broke. And he didn't. And going back to this oracle card of the word wants to be written, I get you don't get to get away with that. You don't get it's the truth has always wanted to be spoken and revealed, and recorded. Not just not no, just oh yeah, okay, we talk about it and move on. No. This is this is hard knock shit, right? And you didn't give it air. This was real life. This wasn't a game, and you still wanted to block it. You still wanted to keep it in moon energy, hidden energy, um, keep it in the dark type of, yeah. And I'm just getting, yeah, it's like judgments being passed. It's like verdicts being read, sentences being handed out. And I hear cries and wails, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what I'm kind of getting. And I'm gonna keep on turning over. I get Three of Wands reversed again. I get Ace of Cups upright. And I get Queen of Wands. Wow. She's not waiting any longer either. And she is the Ace of Cups. And what's crazy? When I was driving to work today, I saw a truck that had the word Ace written on it. It was like Ace Trucking something. And I just thought that that was interesting because I once knew somebody named, or he called himself Ace. And then the thing that was interesting was I also was seeing a license plate that had his initials, like literally first, middle, last name, initial, all of them. Um, and now that I'm thinking about it, his last name is very similar to Robinson, who I just looked up, Jackie Robinson. Though it's not Robinson, it's extremely similar. Um, but yes, it made me think of him, which is we're not in touch any longer, but I was wondering, like, wow, like I feel like are those clues or something? But also there's something that always kind of came to the back of my head that was like, I wonder if this dude was a warlock and like did something over my life where like the residue of it ended up manifesting in different ways, including me meeting this dude who I'm referring to as a demon, either being a demon or having a strong demon attached to him. So now we have the Ace of Cups here, but Ace is also new, right? It's like a new start. It's like number one. Um, it's first. And so when I first read these cards down here at the bottom, like I turned them over, Three of Wands reverse, Ace of Cups upright, Queen of Wands upright. I got she's no longer waiting. I get I want to say she is the Ace of Cups, but I also get like she shall have her Ace of Cups, like her new beginning in love. Yeah. And it's no longer waiting for whatever she was once also looking out, because it's like this Three of Wands reverse, I feel is more so her energy now, which I can relate, but I'll say her. Uh, it's like the Three of Wands reverse energy is in her energy as well as his, this King of Swords reverse. It's like there's no more waiting. There's no more looking out. The ships that were coming in, that was due to come in, they're not coming in because of his non-healing, non wisdom seeking, um, and just pouting loser energy. Just oh, it's just this energy of like a false king. Didn't they just have the marching of the protests or whatever? No more kings. It's like a false king. And perhaps this is related to that because I know that everything in the physical is also spiritual. And so this could be a time of kings being removed. No more kings, false kings being got pushed off, throne revoked, crown revoked, because what are you doing for the good of the people? And I just was saying something to somebody the other day. Um, I was saying, because I was on my period, and I was like, yeah, like I rest when I get my period. Like I don't be trying to make myself feel better just so I could be productive for companies or whatever. And still work hard. I was like, no, I rest. And then I was like, and there should be paid days that can be applied for us women who experience those things. And somebody was like, yeah, no, I agree. And I was like, yeah, it's only because we live in a patriarchy. It's a patriarchy. We need a matriarchy. That I was saying that literally like yesterday. But now that's interesting because then I mean, I'm looking back again at this Queen of Wands, and this is somebody who would, for sure, be head of a matriarchy. I just noticed the black cat, so this is definitely somebody who is spiritual, perhaps witchy. I had somebody today at work. She cool, but we just saw each other in passing and stopped to talk because we barely see each other anymore. And before she kept on going. She was saying something like wishing me best wishes or whatever, but then she mentioned something like, and I pray like whoever you pray to or believe in or whoever you worship that they something and make it right for you or something like that. And I was like, that's interesting. But I was like, did she see my stickers on my car? Because my stickers will show that I'm pretty like um open-minded in my spirituality. But yeah, so now that just I thought of that, which stuck out to me. Because it was just like, what? Oh, it sounded like you had a conversation with somebody or something. But I saw the black cat, so now I'm like that spirituality. But she's also holding a sunflower, which represents goodness, nature, and life. But she also has her staff. It's like, you know. I'm in charge over here. I'm the boss over here. And yes, I'm spiritual and I make shit happen. Like when I think of that staff, I think of making shit happen like any magician. It's a wand, you know. And then I see the lions above her head, she's just yeah. Oh, and on the side of her as well. So yeah, I get like I also get, yes, no more waiting for her. There's no more waiting for her to receive her Ace of Cups. Like it's coming or it's here, you know, it's here. Yeah. Well, it's 33 minutes on the clock. It's like it's here. I so now going back to that angry energy, right? I just feel like perhaps the reasoning for it is because yeah, these crowns are being knocked off. It's an uproar. It's like a war. And I'm also getting bloodshed, you know. I'm getting wipeout. And I do believe about, it's not just about this King of Swords reverse, but it's about toxic patriarchy. It's about toxic, um, the leadership, uh, of the toxic masculinity of leadership. It's about the blind leading the blind. But I'm just getting an end. It's an end. It's an end. So this one's reverse energy, it's fire. That's fire, but it's like some shit getting burnt up, you know? And this hermit reverse energy as well. It's like I'm just yeah, I'm getting like whomever is getting this verdict. It's like a stamp. It's like a branding. You don't get to pretend. Illumination, full moon Libra. You don't get to pretend. You're seen. The truth is revealed, and the truth will be heard, written down, and consumed and received. Because that's what the truth wants to do. It's not just the word, but it's the word of truth. It's the word of life. It's the word of creation. And there are folks who have been literally in the way of that process of creation, that process of life giving, birthing, and because the word lives forever, the truth lives forever, and will always find a way through, it's time for that, you know. It's time for that to happen and to be brought on through. And I am getting on a larger scale. This could for sure be more in relation to the onset of a matriarchy. But I'm also getting with this Ace of Cups, I'm getting love. Love never fails. And this Queen of Wands will have and is to receive her love. And there's no more waiting for this. There's been a delay. There's no more delay. The cycle has ended of this toxic energy perpetuated by this King of Swords reverse energy, and this Queen of Wands upright will have her love. There's no more. It's like a verdict has been set, and sentences have been provided. So that's what I'm getting, and it's just folks are angry. They're angry. That's all. But it is a war, so it's not just folks angry, but they getting burnt up. They getting they getting crispy. They getting cooked. Okay, y'all, I'm just dragging it on now. I'm kind of tired. I need to go. Mm. But yeah, I just wanted to tap into this energy because it was strong and it's just truth wanting to push through and is pushing through like a baby coming out. Like, I am here and was always meant to be here. And hello, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm not gonna drag it out. It's 37 minutes. I'm about to end it right here. Um, shall it be continued? I don't know, but I want to tap in, so I'm very grateful to my spirits and angels and ancestors for giving me clarity on this. I like the outcome for sure. Ace of Cups upright is always cool. It's always great, especially for a Queen of Wands upright. I love that. So that's what it is, y'all. Uh, I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I'm about to go lay down now because I'm tired. And thank you for listening. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time. Bye.